Oh, hey. All right. It's a trimming kind of day. Again, like most days, I'm not organized whatsoever, but that's okay. Dragon, what's up? Did you end up voting? How'd it go? Was long lines? What was the deal? What was the vibe like? Yo, Amanda, how are you? Well said. Well said indeed. So I'm hoping we can finish this up relatively quickly so little dog and I can go for a walk before. I have a friend of mine who works for a company called Pilabolus, just kind of like an interpretive dance troupe. And he's doing a little solo show tonight, so I need to leave for that. Oh, okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. Hell yeah. Good. I'm glad it was a quick experience there, Dragon. What did they ask you? What kind of stuff were you making? What was the vibe? Tell me everything about it, Amanda. Amanda, did you tell Dragon what that was for, or was that just to me? Because it's pretty cool. Mm. Hell yeah. When is it gonna get released? I assume prior to the show to showcase everybody. Becky, what's up? Okay, gotcha. Oh, just when they're gonna release it. What? How'd you miss it? What happened? Hopefully that's not a super important meeting. Let's go. Rich, how are ya? Totally fair. Good on you. Yo, good. How you doing today? Oh, well, that sucks. How'd she take it? What's up, Mouse? I sure can, Odium. You got to pay extra for that, though, BB. Wow. The trolls today are very uncreative. I don't even understand. We're just trimming some cups this morning, just some simple cups that we made last night or yesterday afternoon. Okay. Well, I'm glad not all of her stuff broke because that would have been a huge bummer. Mm, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess that's the silver lining. It still sucks though. This is a genuine question for everybody in here. So usually the like go-to thing the trolls say when they come in is to ask me to make a dildo. Where are all these straight guys who have all these anger issues who actually like butt stuff? It's like, are they like, I guess my point is like, are they secretly just craving butt stuff and they're asking me to make it for them so it feels less whatever? Because they're trying to be homophobic, but all they're saying is I like butt stuff. So it's just confusing to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just I don't think they understand what they're saying. I'm happy to make that. I like it. It's all good. But like, come on, man. Okay, good. Right? I think they're just super confused about their sexuality. Ah! Damien, I can't. I only make, the butt stuff. The logic really isn't there, but it's, it's our president's logic, so it makes sense to me that they would say it. It is projection for sure. My eyes look gray today? Interesting. Oh, they look blue to me on my thing. Alright, we're gonna switch up the foot just slightly and have a nicer curve to it. I think that is nicer. Agreed. Agreed. I mean, I'm essentially just making a dildo every single time I throw something, so it's a little kind of odd to me. But it's the projection that doesn't make sense to me. It's like, shouldn't they be asking me to make other things? Like, I whatever. I like, again, I'm glad that they're so secure in their whatever, that they're cool with saying it publicly because I am. I'm for it. Thank you. Appreciate you. I mean, is it though? I feel like it's only sexual if you make it sexual. I don't think any of this stuff has to be sexual unless you're asking like, pulling a handle, for example, is not sexual. We've talked about this. Everybody keeps thinking it's like jerking off or something. But honestly, it's like you're milking an udder. Uh, who jerks it like that, downward? No one does. I mean, I don't wanna kink shame anybody, I always say that. I'm sure it's delightful, but that's not usually how it's done, so I don't know why that's the go-to visual for people. You know what I mean? I'm good at pottery? Thanks, Chris. This is my, 18th day doing pottery, so that's I appreciate that. That's your fault, Aki, I can't help you with that. Yeah. Is what you're asking me to say is more, you want me to go harder on what I'm saying, Aki? I assume that's what you're asking for. Anyway, that's my opinion on the matter. It's just kinda like and everybody always asks to make and here's the other thing, you ask me to make it. Just pay up, I'll make it. It's like, if you want me to, just, donate 20 bucks. I'll do it right now. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now because we're trimming, but when we're in the working process. Okay. Aki, when have my streams ever been not full of debauchery? You know? That is on you for sure. I'm gonna put these ones back. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll leave them. They really don't. They have no follow through. The only people who ever had follow through were Prof and Jimmy. Potato Boy and Prof. They're the only ones that ever follow through with it. Mhm. Also, remember we had a whole stream where we were making a penis mug. So, like, that was a failure, though. I really did not I need to, like, plan it out better, you know? That would be a good winter project, actually. Maybe we'll make, like, a whole series of just kind of, like, off-brand pottery. Well, it's not off-brand, it's just not on-brand either. Ooh, well, I didn't even think about let's make a how about this? A full Japanese tea set that's penis-shaped. Penis tea bowl, uh, penis matcha whisk, plug, um, whatever the water basins, mizusashi, a penis-shaped mizusashi. Uh, what else do you need for a tea ceremony? Maybe a vase? Are we into this idea? Or is this just me? Is this just a solo project I'll do without you guys? What's the vibe here? What's up, Jack? Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right. The penises will not be made for this next firing. Well, they could be, I guess. Well, whatever. They're not going to be made today, so we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Where would I put the smiley face? You mean like on its head, I'm putting a smiley face? The balls make more sense for the smiley face. This is such a bad idea. I love it. But you know what? Everybody always keeps making these boob cups and everything. Let's make a penis set. I love it. I will not be selling it in my normal means though. This will be by request only. I don't think my audience on Instagram would appreciate. I don't think a lot of the audience on my Instagram would appreciate that sort of content. I think some of them would love it, but then I think the same amount would not be thrilled about it. Well, the trolls started it, Amanda. If they didn't ask me for dildos in a weird roundabout way to call me gay, then even though, or I guess they're getting off on it. Wait, 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 wait. Are these guys who are asking for me to make a dildo, are they getting off on me making a penis out of clay? Or are they, what is the intent here? Now I'm even more confused. I don't think they do, Aki. I think you have to imply say balls. I think most of them think that too, Dragon. Anybody who hasn't joined a stream doesn't realize how unhinged my actual personality is. It's from all the lead that I've been eating from this damn company. Don't eat from this company. There's lead in it. It's such a bummer. This is like my go-to protein drink for so long, and it has like too much lead in it. I don't know if I want to make an OF though. Barry, I can do whatever you want. You just gotta pay enough. Yeah, well, it's because it's a very comfortable shirt. And I has a bunch, I put all these sweet teapots on it. I'll have to cross out the name, honestly. Well, I'll make another thing and just cross out Huel or put my logo over or something. It's shirt is you know, they have lead in their protein powder, but goddamn, they make a good free shirt. Well, luckily, I'm not using like a lot of gas for my firings. Hi again, Jack. Well, that's the problem. The peas are the issue. The peas, depending on where you're getting them, unless you're getting them in a known source with a lead-free climate. If you're buying like a can of peas, has more lead in it than a serving size of this. So, Beryl, I can't do anything unless you give me money. Yeah, okay, Jack, chill, bud. You got your name there. I do like fishing. I fish for my dog almost daily. I was salmon fishing last night, caught a bunch of trout. No salmon though. Just bycatched a bunch of small rainbows. I mean, it's nice not to at least catch something, you know? Yeah, it's all my, my salt fumes that I'm inhaling. Thank you for the correction, I appreciate you. Is that a middle finger? Hi, BB. How are you, my sweet boy? I love the hate today, it's great. What's up, Amanda? Um, Completely off topic to anything we've been talking about, but, I was on customer service for, like, 2 hours trying to get hold of my Spotify account again, 'cause they, like, logged me out, and, the issue with that is that I it's kinda hefty, kind of a thick boy, honestly. Uh, Maybe we do a raised foot again. Uh, yeah, we'll take some more play off. Um, I don't have access to that email again, and so it took, like, 2 hours to get my whatever. I don't care enough, honestly. It took, like, 2 hours to get access to my, Spotify again this morning. It's a great story, I know everybody should be thrilled by the quality of my storytelling today. Um, but these came out okay. I'm not opposed. Oh, I sold both my whistles. Did I tell you guys that? Oh my god, sorry, Aki. That sucks. You really see some of this marbling. Yeah, I sold all the whistles. Twilight, I'm a very sculptural potter. I like to make animals. I like to make, mainly chinchillas, working on a wombat currently. How about you? Yeah, the ads, well, apparently all the ads are like I've been paying for premium for, like, a decade now, but, apparently all the ads are, like, ice related, so I probably shouldn't be using them anymore. But I haven't fact checked that. What I just hear online, so. Cubes at the bottom? Is this one squared? Oh, right on. And how long have you been doing that, Twilight? It really is, Amanda. Ah, yes, yes, yes. The wombat, it's pretty cool. It looks kinda wombat-y, right? Like wombat-esque? There's its eye, and there's its mouth. Right on. And are you selling any of this work yet? Or is it just for friends and family kind of situation? Oh yeah, you didn't tell me about it. Which cup did you get? I honestly kind of forgot what I sent. I remember sending it, I just don't remember what it was. Thank you, appreciate you. That's good, Amanda. Yeah, I just say everything with a disclaimer now if I haven't fact checked it. Maddie, you gotta use proper English, please, BB. Oh, what's the book on? Also, this is a reminder, we got a Discord channel. If you become a member, I re-upped it yesterday, so it's actually the link is actually working. And I had a shop update today. I got like 50 new items on my website. Do you? It's yeah, I don't know if I would find it satisfactory, like a satisfaction in it, but it is, I guess it's somewhat enjoyable. Okay, I hate this one. We're gonna knock this one down a little bit. This is too out. All right. Sound good. Unless I can't censor this again, and then we're not gonna do this. Oh, I've already sold the people have already bought a few things from me this morning. But just so you guys know what you missed out on, if you bought anything from me at any price today, the first person to buy something was gonna get this double walled, you know me. So, but that's already sold. Someone already bought it. The first thing that sold this morning was a cool teapot. In fact, it was a teapot I wanted to keep for myself. Uh, it's fine. I kept enough teapots for myself for firing. I had such a good firing. I kept so much work for myself. I never do that. I went too thin on this one. Yeah, I went too thin. I mean, it's fine. It's just thin. Oh my god, thank you. Oh yeah, it's a good combo. Oh, how mysterious. There's also a green teapot on my website right now that's from the soda firing. It's the last one. Princess bought bought one very similar. Totally fair, Dragon. I have a couple smaller versions of the cup you bought on my website, just as a heads up, if you wanted something to match it. They're quite a bit smaller though, milliliter capacity wise and everything, but same kind of thing, same look and everything. Ooh, very mysterious indeed. It sounds it. And when's this book gonna be released? Mhm, mhm. Yeah, I kept one of those for myself, in fact, the small ones. I liked it so much that I had to keep one. They hold about 100-ish milliliters, I think. It says everything on the website, um, how it's fired, what glazes were used, what flashing slips, what clay bodies, how much it was, where the name came from. I went pretty hard on the, descriptions this time and the extra photos to show in and outdoor lighting and all that. I'm pretty psyched on it. Awesome. Gary, probably teapots or something with a handle. I like making handles. So when these shrink, so these are gonna shrink about an inch in every dimension. So they'll be this tall when they're done. Oh, porcelain. We're gonna or some double walled pots too, Gary. I think so I have Sunday morning off. Either a friend is gonna come over for tea. He came over today and he bought some stuff, but the problem was that I was on support when he showed up with Spotify. And so he's coming back on Sunday for some tea. So I think we might do some double wall pots instead. I don't know. Can you elaborate on your question there, Twilight? Like, are you asking what part of the process we're in right now, or what's the whole process to make a piece of pottery? Because I'm happy to tell you both. I'm not going to show you examples of both, but I'm happy to tell you about it. Actually, I'm gonna tell you all about it. So this clay comes from a specific kind of pine tree that grows in my area. It is a red pine that's native to Connecticut that produces this kind of porcelaneous stoneware. I wedge in a bunch of silica sand to make it a little bit usable because when it's just fresh from a tree, it doesn't really function great. So I process that out, and then I wedge it. I make something with it. I trim it, which is the stage we're in, and then it has to set up for a couple days until it's dry enough. And then I have a custom toaster oven that I've made, that I didn't make, that Scott made for me. Paid a premium on this thing. That goes I fire it in my little toaster oven, which is the first firing, it's the bisque firing. I glaze my work with a lot of fruit-based products, keep everything all natural, and then usually I do some kind of firing in my wood stove, so I have a wood stove, that heats my studio, but it's also my kiln, so it's pretty cool, and that's how I fire my pottery. Hmm. If anybody has any questions on that, I'm happy to talk about them. I'm hoping that, well, so I saw recently that Scott came out with this, like, microwave that you can fire your pottery in, um, and they're kind of out of my price range at the moment. They're about $7,000, and so I'm not quite ready to do that, but at some point, I probably will buy one of those, Scott microwaves. The cool thing about them, and I think the reason that they charge so much money is that you can fire, like, 2 cone 10, which is, like, 2,436 degrees, something like that, or no, 2,386. You can do that firing in about 20 minutes. So, like, I feel like it's worth the money. Oh my god, Christina, how are you? Strontium's fine. I use strontium. Strontium's in most of my glazes. You're fine. Yeah, like my Ayumi, that beautiful blue glaze, that dark green glaze that I use, the Caribbean, they all are strontium-based copper glazes. Yeah, what do they mean by not food safe? Say, like, you know what I mean? Like, when someone says not food safe, but doesn't explain why it's not food safe, like cobalt, for example, cannot be food safe if it leaches in the glaze and it's heavily reduced. So, like, if you have a wood firing and a leachy glaze, cobalt maybe not be the best. So, but, like, without an explanation, I don't know. I use strontium all the time, so could be, I drink out of cups with strontium in all the time, could be why I'm so weird, but, I appreciate it. Thanks, Twilight. I'll look into that further though, Christina, but thanks, Zachy. Uh, but to my knowledge, strontium's not bad. In fact, strontium is used as a substitute for barium. I wouldn't use barium in my glazes. I would definitely use strontium. Strontium is the safer alternative to barium. It's a different molecular weight, and so it's not a one to one, but it is a substitute for it. So also, is Twilight really not going to question? Like, did they just leave and not question the fact that I said I was going to spend $7,000 on a Scott-based microwave? No one said anything about that. Ugh, whatever. Uh, what, so is copper bad and lithium bad? All my glazes I have a literally one of my glazes is a lithium-based flux, so I use spodumene, and it has strontium in it, and it has copper in it. So I don't think they know what they're talking about, personally. If your glaze leaches or it's under fired or something like that, sure. But those chemicals on their own are not a toxic, unfood safe thing. Sounds like someone heard something from a different hobby potter and was like, "No strontium. It's bad for you, blah, blah, blah." That's like saying manganese is bad for you, and it is, but only in its powdered form. So the only person who's ever gonna have any suffrage from it is me, not a consumer. So it's so weird, so confusing. Yeah, if it's under fire, then sure, it definitely could be. If it leaches, maybe there's some issues, but oh, yes, yes, yes. Chemicals are bad. Don't use chemicals in pottery. Thank you, Dragon. Appreciate you. ABC, FC. I would love to be your wife. Oh my God, how much are you gonna pay me? I'm a trophy wife. So I'll look into it more, Christina, though, after I get off the live, in case I'm wrong, because I'm not an expert on anything. I just pretend everything, but I just telling you what I know is that as of right this second, there's nothing wrong with a strontium-based copper lithium glaze, unless maybe it was under fired or leached. Yeah, please do. And you can, I mean, you can check, but like, was it gonna leach copper? The strontium probably won't leach out. Um, and so it's like, I mean, it could, I guess, but like strontium won't kill you, to my knowledge. And copper, like you have to this is my issue with food safety things. I hate to talk about actual things for a second, but this is I have a gripe with food safety as a term. It's like even if something is like people say it's not food safe if something leaches and it gets in there, but okay, let's say it leaches and there's copper in there. You'd have to be drinking something that is highly acidic that let it sit the liquid sit in that highly in that copper bowl or whatever that leaches for a very long period of time. And then you'd have to consume that. And then you'd have to consume that every single day for like 30 years to gain enough where it was actually an issue. So it's kind of like this like whole ideology on food safety in the pottery industry is so weird to me because it's just not, it's all based in misinformation. You can tell how heated I am. Ivy Pay, you guys are asking a lot of questions for not giving me any money. Oh yeah, all my glazes are like that. A lot of my glazes are lithium based. A lot of them, actually, almost all my glazes are copper based. Um, Not all of them are strontium based, but a lot of them are strontium. Well, that's the thing too, is the copper also in a small dosage is not that bad for you. So if you have a little bit of leaching copper from a pot and you're drinking acidic thing, it's honestly not that bad for you. Again, the ceramic craft center community is just a cesspool of misinformation. It's insane. It really does. It's like if YouTube it's kind of the equivalent of like the cesspool of YouTube and the degeneracy and the dildo asking and things like that. It's the equivalent to the craft center, except in misinformation. The debauchery is the same amount. Actually, here, this is a strontium-based Aribe with copper in it. Check this out. This is a student's piece, but this is a strontium-based copper glaze. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, hell yeah, Twilight, welcome back. Yeah, right? I feel you, Prom. Mm, mm. But isn't that gorgeous? But that's strontium-based copper. Thank you. Yeah, that student of mine, there was like a group of these 3 women who just suddenly just stopped showing up to my class. I have a bunch of their pottery. I have 5 pieces of that theirs, but and they haven't like I told them, I sent them pictures. They're like, "Oh, beautiful." I'm like, "When do you guys wanna grab them?" And then they just ghosted me. I don't really care. Um, I slightly care because they didn't pay for those pieces yet, but yeah, those exactly. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Dragon. Isn't that nice? Yeah, but definitely send me the recipe. I'm very curious to see, and I assume you're firing to cone 6 though, or are you going to cone 10 now, Christina? Oh my god. There, Twilight. Good luck. Oh man, if we're on the same time zone, you gotta hurry. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. You know, the nice thing is that cubic inch wise, so the way it works, I'm not paying for certain firings anymore, but um way it works is usually it's height by width times 0.08 is what you get the cost dimensions of for things. Okay, you're an hour behind me. Got you, got you, got you. So those cups, like collectively, all 5 of them probably only cost me $10 to fire, you know? "There, Christina, you're great. Text me. Very curious to see." So these cups that we're making, they're all for a show I have in late November. I just wanted to have some, like, low cost cups. Low cost in compared to my normal work. But we are gonna get into the double walled stuff soon. Again, I wanna make some double walled porcelain pieces. This is a beautiful porcelaneous stoneware mixed with porcelain. I don't know what kind of clay it is. I got it for free the other day. I just know it's cone 10. Are you talking about me, Robin? I make everything up. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my 3rd day making pottery, so if anybody has any, input on what I could do to improve, let me know. It got changed to that, like 3 weeks ago or something like that. I hate it too, honestly. I really wish it would go back to the other way, because I don't recognize. I have to, like, remember. I have to figure out who people are now, and it's way more confusing and, whatever. Like, if you guys change your profile pictures, I'm not gonna know who you are unless you say. Also, I'm just gonna keep announcing this every so often. Had a shop update today. There's a link in my bio. Just search my name or my username, and it'll send you to my shop in Google or whatever. And then also, if you become a member here, it gives you a private Discord channel. We just talk about random. stuff. It's slightly less debauchery related. It's more just like, how's everybody doing? And talk about pottery. And we're gonna have a group tea session on the first over there. So anyway, you just have to pay any amount, any membership will give you access to it. I just re-upped the link, so it actually works right now. That seems very weird to me, Dragon. All right, we're almost there. We only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to go. We made like 23 last night, I think. Just kind of cranked through them. And I want to finish enough time to go for a nice like hour and a half, 2 hour hike with little dog, and then also have enough time to go to this dance thing tonight. Sadly, my date can't come, but it'll be a nice time with by my lonesome self. I'm not good at socializing with people in person, so it'll be good for me. What's this? What's that? That's tea in my cup over there. This is a reject piece. There's nothing on this. This is an unglazed tea bowl from my last firing, fired upside down out of black clay. Speaking of black clay, has the manganese that we were just talking about in it. And I'm drinking puer. Thanks. I have a couple of them for sale on my website. Wink, wink. Um, that lapsang Souchong was so oversteeped yesterday. I didn't want to do the same thing, so I broke into my secret stash of puer. Did I tell you guys? I bought 2, 4, 6, 1,300 grams of puer yesterday. I'm gonna be living it up. No, no, no. I'm drinking the good stuff. This is a 2014 puer from Whispering Pines. The good stuff. Thanks, Robin. He did. He did very nicely ship it like an hour after that I ordered it though. So I'm hoping it'll be here. It says it'll be here Monday. I'm really hoping it'll be here Sunday, but we'll see. Yep, this is it right here. This doesn't exist. After that tong that he said Brendan sends me, it's over. There's no more of that tea in existence. It's in this cup and it's in that tong that he's sending me. And I also have 4 cakes that I've been preserving for special occasions as well. But yes, this is how I retain my youthful appearance. I don't look youthful at all though with my bags and my long hair right now, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. Nope. Once that tea's over, though, I'm gonna age like 40 years in one day. I think that's how that works. It's like when you stop drinking it for a certain amount of time, then it resets how old you are. My aged body will catch up on me. I have a similar story to that's first off, that's insane. We're close to the same age, right, Dragon? I can't actually remember. Um, did I ever tell you guys about 5 years ago thank you, Robin, appreciate you. I the, did I tell you guys about 5, 6, no, 7 years ago at this point, I was stopped with my dog, my ex at the time, and my buddy at my mailbox um, getting mail from my mailbox, and, a cop pulled me over thinking that I was an escaped middle schooler. I look the same as I did in my 20s. Um, I see, I see, I see. Okay. You haven't hit the best decade of your life yet. I love my 30s. I'm really into them. I like them more than my 20s. I'm not as stupid as I was. I'm not saying that I'm smart, but I just and I'm not saying that 20 anybody who's in their 20s isn't smart. That's not what I'm implying. I'm saying personally, I was a little dumber, you know? I might, who knows? My uncle's bald. 2 of my uncles are bald. My father had a full head of hair, my grandfathers all had full head of hair, my grandmothers all had a full head of hair. I have 1 cousin who's bald, the rest have full heads of hair. I think it's pretty, decent chance I'll be fine. My hair is turning gray already, which I'm pretty psyched on. So, it's to making it so it is thinning on the sides here, and there's, like, kind of like a thin spot here, but it's not because it's thin, it's because the hair has turned gray. It's a whole gray patch right here, and it makes it look thinner, which I don't know if that's means I'm just gonna look bald because my hair is gonna turn gray, but we'll see. I don't think it works quite the same. Gotta let those intrusive thoughts win every so often. Oh, so someone on my Instagram, um yeah, fair, fair, fair. Yeah, obviously I did. So someone on my Instagram was like, "Stop putting stuff in your mouth," which I will put everything in my mouth, sir, uh, as my God-given right as a white American, and that's what I can say in this climate. But he kept saying not to put stuff in my mouth because I was gonna kill myself. And I was like, "So what happened?" And he said something along the lines of he put a paintbrush in his mouth and he got incredibly sick. And I'm like, "What was on the paintbrush?" And he's like, "Well, I was glazing at the time." And I'm like, "Okay, so you put a glaze covered paintbrush in your mouth and then you got sick from it." And he's like, "No, it wasn't. I well, there was no glaze on the paintbrush at the time, but I used to use it for varnish." And I'm like, "Yeah, so you put a paintbrush laced with varnish in your mouth and you got sick and you're blaming it on pottery." He's like, "Moral of the story, just don't put things in your mouth." I'm like, "What are you doing?" They are, Robin. Oh, yeah, I exactly. Thank you, Dragon. You gotta put your things in your mouth responsibly. I'm not gonna put black clay in my mouth. I will put porcelain in my mouth. How do you feel about your 60s? Yeah. And I'm not gonna put the black clay in my mouth because I know that the black clay has manganese in it, and manganese is the thing that's toxic. Porcelain is good. Porcelain is just kaolin, and this is stoneware too. So there's ball clay, there's kaolin. I don't know. There's probably like some feldspar of some sort. No manganese though. Is that amazing? I like that. That's the mystery of it all, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Speaking of, I don't know why this made me think of it. I don't I am technically single again right now, and but I'm not really I am going on a date, but I'm not, like, on the apps anymore, as of right now and all that, but my buddy messaged me, he's like, "They brought back Tinder Duos." Say, did you know you can get, you can double date on Tinder right now? And it is funny. It is a hilarious, not even not to actually date anybody because who uses Tinder to actually date anybody? But, like, it is a fun time, I gotta tell you. I don't know why that made me any whatever we were just talking about made me think of it. Highly recommend getting a friend and using that. Well, it's not people in a relationship. It's, the main bit of it is, like, just your friend and you. Wait, what's the definition of a swinger? It wouldn't be because it's not like I'm not dating my buddy and then going on dates, right? It's just like 2 friends going on a double date. Is that still swinging? What is swinging? Wait, I define, like, the appropriate relationship you have to be in with the other person in your party in order to make it swinging. You'd have to be in, like, like, a romantic relationship, correct? Thanks, Robin. Appreciate you. Really changing the topic back to the pottery here. I see, I see. Okay, so then this would not technically be swinging. Ah, yes. I do like sitting on swings. Ah, I'm learning a lot about myself right now. Anyway, it's a fun time just to have conversations. He's in the city, and so he's doing the matching, and I'm just there to have be part of the conversation. No one lives around me, so it's not like a viable thing to do. Ah, why is this like going off center as I do it? What's up with this piece? Ah, I knew something was weird. What was happening? Huh. Well, see, that's what I thought it was. So yeah, this is it's not that. I guess it could be that, but it's not that. So there are finished versions of these cups on my website right now. They're kind of a yellow glaze. It's a Shino. I think they came out really nice. I actually kept one for myself. Actually, I kept 2 for myself. One's a T-bowl, and then the other ones are, you know me. So yeah, exactly, Robin. I don't think either of us are trying to meet anybody from it, but a buddy is like a serial first dater. Guy goes on like literally a new first. Okay, he's never gonna watch this, so I'm gonna talk not talk shit, but I'm just gonna talk about something I'm confused about. He goes on a date with a new person like every single day. How do you have the mental capacity to do such a thing? I like I can't even fathom going on 4 different dates a week or 5, all with different women. Uh, I don't understand. Gotcha, dragon. I'm from the East Coast, Robin. How about you? In the States? It can be, that's for sure, if people don't use good, clear communication. Even then, it gets you into trouble. I'm very, I don't know if you guys have realized this, but what you see here online, this is there's no facade, this is just who I am as a person. Um, and all my opinions that I've expressed over the years or whatever, we haven't been streaming on for years, for the last year, we've been streaming or whatever. Um, that's just, like, it hasn't changed, this is kinda what it is. Um, I don't remember my point was even with clear communication, it still complicates things, it's very odd, I don't understand it. I think he does, honestly, Dragon. I'm sure it was great. I just, like, "Huh, well, I'm sorry." I mean, I've had pretty good success on dating apps just because I live in the middle of nowhere. It's impossible for me to meet someone in my area who outside of a dating app. It's, like, truly impossible because, um, the only people who live in my town are over 75 or they're my age and have a kid and married. Men are interesting. Like, what was his game plan? You know what I mean? Well, that yeah, but on his side there, Robin, he's paying for each date. He's still doing that weird "I'm not splitting a bill" thing, which I'm like, "Come on. Thanks, mister. You're so good to me." Always saying the sweetest things to me. Yeah. Not yet, Zone. I don't know what happened. I feel actually pretty good. Oh, hell yeah. We're in the Pacific Northwest. I went to art school in Portland, and my, aunts and uncles live in some of them live in Seattle and some live in California, and, my grandfolks used to live in on Vancouver Island before they passed. Oh, fair, totally fair, Amanda. Yeah, right? It would have been such a bummer to get sick. It really felt like it. I mean, it's honestly not a bad way to meet people. I don't mind it. Also, so there's this thing that happens for me personally is that I get people who take, private pottery lessons with me specifically to, like, get closer, and I appreciate it. But if I'm being paid to do something, it is gonna be completely business related. I'm not, there is the most platonic, non-whatever thing in the world. I'm not gonna say anything. I won't imply anything. Um, and so I appreciate patronage, but it is in it. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna tell anybody to stop because I like the money, but it's probably not the best way. Mm, fair. That's crazy to me. Nice, Robin. I'm shocked, tacky. Oh yeah, it is really nice there. I feel like I've driven through that area at some point. I was in Seattle this summer, which was nice. Went up to Orcas Island for a little bit. Still, I'm shocked that there isn't anybody there. We're really cranking these out. We almost got a full row, and then I'll show you guys, and then we'll um, do the remaining couple. Let's see, it's 1:43. I got to be out of here at 4:15 ish. Make sure I get there in time and figure out where I'm going. Hmm. I got you, Dragon. I mean, I like being single a lot. I'm not like I said, I'm not personally actively looking right now. Yeah. Later. We're doing a tea thing on November 1st on Discord. So just throwing that out there. On November 1st at some point. We haven't voted on a time yet or figured that out yet. I just want to see if people are game for that date. I mean, it's a solid story zone. I mean, it's a nice way to meet someone for sure. These some of them fly everywhere, but a majority of them do stay in the splash guard here. But quite a bit of them have flown onto my ground. I will not lie about that. A decent amount are in my cup that I'm drinking out of right now. You know, tea flavor. I mean, pottery flavor. Just adds to the experience. Honestly, I'm glad it's getting full. I'm glad you can't because this wheel has started to make noise. and I can't figure out why. I've cleaned it 3 times now, and I'm kind of upset about it because the whole point of a VL Whisper is to be quiet. So let me show you guys the first board that we did, and then we're gonna just do a couple more. So this is what we just trimmed. We have a few more to go, 5 more in fact. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, I've cleaned it a bunch of times. I don't know why it's making so much noise, but it's driving me a little bit crazy. Granted, I bought this was the wheel I bought for myself in 2015. Back then, VL Whispers brand new were $1,100. Um, I have 2 VL Whispers, one that I bought on Facebook Marketplace for $700, and that one's quiet. That's the one everybody else gets to use. But yeah, I'm happy with these so far. Gotcha. The whispers are where it's at though. I I'll figure out how to take the wheel apart or something though. I'm just it's driving me a little crazy. I like quiet, as you guys probably know. If you would like, for the last couple, I can take my headphone out so you can actually hear what it sounds like. You won't be able to hear me very well though, but maybe that's a good thing. Is that something? And I'll just turn my music off so that doesn't play. Is that something you guys want to hear? A lot of the sound right now is actually coming not from the wheel, but from the fact that there's just a lot of stuff in the splash guard. Yep, they're reusable. I probably won't reuse them. So when winter happens, I don't reclaim as much. I just chuck everything. It's too hard to regulate reclaim in a studio that's not heated by like oil or gas or anything. I heat this with wood. And so I don't want to be heating my studio um, just for reclaim. It's not worth the wood. And this clay that we're using already is already reclaimed. It's reclaimed with 2 different clay bodies. Okay, I well, here, you know what? Since we haven't had a lot of people watching, it's the demonetization is fine for this one video, but it demonetizes me as soon as I play music, so it's fine. Um, nah, I don't want to be demonetized. It's annoying to get the email. Okay, let me open up the little thing so you can hear better. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to hear me now, but you know, can you hear what I'm saying? Do you find that soothing? I don't. It drives me insane. I'll do 2 more cups with it for Zone, for his sweet ears. And then I'm gonna turn it off, or put my headphones back on. Unless you guys want me just to finish off like this. Yeah, it's like a rattly like rasp. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that it has the sorry, I can't read, so I can't see your name. I'm colorblind. Okay. I'm curious, when I play it back, I'm curious what it sounds like. I can say goodbye. Again, I'm colorblind. I can't read. I'm curious what you guys hear if you're thinking it's not loud, because it's really loud for me. I come in loud and clear? Thank you, Zone. Well said. I'll say anything for that. Well, remember though that most of what you're hearing is these against this, right? This is a combination of the trimmings and the wheel. I'll show you guys what the wheel sounds like by itself, sound-wise. And it's not like a loud sound, but the whole point of the wheel is to not have any sound. Yeah, it's not attached. Interesting, okay. Well, that's good to know. Why isn't this sticking? Why aren't you sticking? I am, thank you. Dragon, that is a very good idea. Wheel, for the time being, will you please be a little bit quieter? Here, let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Incredibly rude. Thank you. I hope you agree with that. Oh, I'm not good at threatening. I'm good at saying provocative, sensual things and mild, passive-aggressive, positive reinforced discipline. The passive-aggressive, not so much. Sarcastic is what I meant to say. Old tulip cup. Alright, we've got 2 more to go. I'll clean these tops up later. I don't feel like doing it today. Do it. Do it. It's all you. Enjoy yourself. Live your best life. I don't know how well they would trim. This truck is not chucking for me.
Or maybe I'm all chucked out. I don't know. I kind of want to go camping tonight, but I don't think I have time. Just now I'm talking about other things. I do not use a pug mill. I cannot afford a pug mill. They're like $3,000. I feel like people who buy pug mills they're rich from the get-go before they do pottery. The other thing is the air bubbles really aren't an enemy. I talked about this before, but air bubbles is a myth. It's not actually a bad thing. You know, just wedge it enough, but don't pop them while you're throwing. You'll be fine. They'll pop as you throw. This is not live, no grass. This is a recording from last night. It really does, Dragon. Uh-oh. I went too thin. Uh-oh. No, maybe it's fine. Your clay's bloating at 1200 Celsius. Sounds like you need a higher, some more silica in your clay or something. Less iron. Something around that. Something around that. Yeah, you know, like why not, you know? All right, one more to do, and then we'll dispose of our trimmings. Let's do something different with this one. Let's trim this at an angle, so that angles in. Angle in and then angle out. Just for funsies. It might go through here. Oops. Tool caught. Oh, it's not going to work. I can't angle it. Never mind, it's just going to be the same thing. Never mind. Yeah, this can all be, well, this is a fun snack for me. Yeah, I piss people off by doing a lot of things that they deem unacceptable in the pottery world. Okay, let's do something. I want to do something with this one. I'm bored of it. Let's let's carve some lines into it or something. We hold their butt for a half a second while I find my tool that I'm looking for. Where is the tool I'm looking for? Ah, there it is. I kind of doubt that you're getting bloating from air bubbles. I mean, maybe, but bloating, I feel like is mostly from overfiring your clay body, but it would be hard to say without seeing your piece. Sure thing, my sweet boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I used to do a lot of cups like this years ago. Many, many moons ago, in fact. But I got bored with it. Like I get bored with everything. Like most likely, if you watching me do something, I've probably already done it at some point. Um, that's not entirely true. The squares were different. A lot of the hole designs we were doing are different because that's kind of a newer thing. But a lot of the stuff like this is like I used to do all this stuff like I don't know 7 years ago. But things have a way of coming back. Fine, I'll be truthful to you, Robin. This is my 10th year. I taught myself. I went to art school, but it was for metal sculpture. And I wanted to be a potter, so I taught myself how to do it. And here I am. For some reason, people bought my work and gave me jobs to make it and teach. I don't know why. But they did. And here I am, 10 years later. Still at it. I stopped teaching for a little while, and then I started teaching again because the cost of living around me got so egregious that I kind of needed extra money. You know, I'm selling like a luxury good, which is all pottery, and so it's hard to justify rates. Who knows? I'm sure she is. All right, let's do a little clean job. It's fun. Teaching is a good time. You learn a lot about your own pottery style from teaching and learn a lot about how to improve your own ways of looking at things. Honestly, I think you get more out of it than the student does. I guess if you do it in a way that you're not teaching in a way that is defined by a certain technique and you're willing to look into what your student's doing accidentally and then incorporate that into your own work. So I guess it's a double-edged sword. It can be advantageous, and then it can also be just kind of a stagnation point, depending on how you view teaching. Thanks, Robin. Okay, so here's what this wheel sounds like without the splash guard on. You hear that? There's a slight and then there's a constant whirling. This particular wheel is not supposed to do any of those. It's supposed to be dead quiet. And you also see that the wheel head seems to be like... No, it's not the wheel head. It was just this bat. His bat's slightly off center. Oh, hell yeah, Amanda. Anyway, we also made this like big, oh, you know what we're gonna do? One last thing before I go. We're gonna cut off this thing. And this is that big bowl we made yesterday out of just that challenge, that like 1 minute challenge or whatever. I make things per firing, and then I just think about what I want in that firing, and then I do not confine myself to an 8-hour schedule because I work 7 days a week, and so I schedule my time as we made this in literally 59 seconds. It was a challenge from yesterday's stream. It does, right? Doesn't it, Dragon? But yeah, I don't define my day by an 8-hour schedule because I come in when the clay needs me to, and I leave when I want to just lose my mind from being in here too long. And that's kind of how I schedule things out. It could be. The thing is that these wheels are really hard to take apart. I've tried to take this one apart in the past and I had no success. So I would like to do it before it gets worse though, so I'll figure something out. Okay, it's 2 o'clock now. Little Dog, I'm going to switch you over to Little Dog so you can see what Little Dog and I are going to go for a hike. And I'm not going to do any more streaming today. We'll probably go live at some point tomorrow, and we'll trim this big bowl. Or we'll make some double wall pots. I don't know. I'm teaching all Sunday. I might not want to come in on Saturday. Saturday's usually my day off, if I have a day off. So I might not come, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go. Later, guys. Thanks for hanging. Also, again, just as a reminder, updated the website today, and if you join the Discord, you get a private Discord channel, which you do by becoming a member here. There's a link in the membership thing. Anyway, later, guys. You're great. Thanks, Raw. Bye, guys.